Morning, everybody. Rebecca the Reading Hacker here. Sitting on my deck before we get ready to go out and get some breakfast, playing with Rocco. Liking it, Rocco? Oh, yeah. He really loves his rope. One of the things I decided to do after I had two of my conferences this summer is I started to get some books to dive more into some of the topics that I learned about. And I know I posted a video about student belonging. So I looked up and I talked to actually one of my administrators, who's very supportive, and they recommended this book, so I'm in the middle of it. It's called Restorative Practices Playbook. And I know the restorative practices are kind of controversial out in the education world. I'm not advocating for either. I'm still just looking into things. But there's a whole chapter in here about belonging. And I think as an educator, as a practitioner that I am, it would not be a good thing to ignore the high amount of research that's out there on high-performing schools, especially high-performing schools in poverty and urban areas, that a lot of these schools become very successful because of a sense of belonging that's been created. So I'm just reading, finding some more stuff out about different things. I've always kind of gone with the fact that not one behavior idea is the end all be all, but a multiple, because individuals are different. Special education, right? So I'm going to be working through that. I think culture is a big thing, and I know this is for adults. I've left a school district because the culture sucked. And it wasn't just the administrators, which they were not great. But just the overall culture of the place, people didn't feel like they belonged there. And that's why I feel a lot more support at the place I'm at now. And that's why when I created the Reading Hacker, I wanted to create a mission-driven, I guess, business or idea, if you will, that really makes people who have not done really great at reading or not done really great at anything at all to really feel like they belonged and accepted, because a good chunk of my life I didn't feel like I belonged very much anywhere. I don't know why. Time of your life. But as I'm going through with this book, chapter 2 is all about like forming belonging and so forth. And a lot of people out there will say, oh, well, build relationships, build relationships, build relationships. Well, it's not just about building relationships. I'm going to read a little part here. It says, creating a sense of belonging and agency comes from all aspects of school. What's written on the walls around campus, how teachers and staff interact with students, how positive and problematic behaviors are addressed, how students are celebrated for success, how families are treated, how students are empowered to make decisions. And I would add to that how teachers feel and are treated as well. So it's something I'm kind of diving into on that. Anyway, I'll let you know a bit more. Take care.